Good morning and welcome along to another edition of Adventures with Otis and Sunny. This morning we're on the west side of Newport. Yes, we are. Tredegar House of all places. Lots of fond memories here. And this morning we're going to explore. Okay, Otis and Sunny? But first of all, we're going to head over and have a little drink before we head off, because it's a very warm morning indeed. So this part of Tredegar House, not far from the car park, you've got these stable blocks. And these have been converted into toilets and a couple of little craft shops, and a great place for a water bowl. Good, Otis, your turn. Have some water. That's a good boy, Otis. Okay, Sonny, a little bit more for you. Good girl. Well, Tredegar House is now owned by the National Trust. They took it over back in 2011. And as we're National Trust members, we're going to go sign in. And it's a long time coming. We've been meaning to come and visit Tredegar House for a very long time. Not right, Otis? And I think the plan of the tap, because it's such a warm day, I think we'll try and keep in the shade as much as we can. So right, let's have a look where we are. Okay, I think we're going to be doing this in a different order to the suggestion. We're going to start here, head down through the orangery, down through the stable block, around the back of the house. We should go through the house, but we won't be able to, so we'll have to do a magical sort of running around. And then we'll go for a little walk around the lake, maybe clockwise or anti-clockwise. I think we'll probably end up going clockwise actually, but that's the usual anti-clockwise route that people take. As you can see, plenty of things to see on the way, and even a cafe. I think, guys, get an ice cream sometime? Yeah? Well, let's start our adventure of Tredegar House and its grounds. Okay, Otis, okay, Sunny, let's go. Welcome to Tredegar House. Fantastic. And a few little rules to follow. No ball games. Keep your dogs on the lead, absolutely, at all times. Yep. Okay, Otis and Sunny, that applies to you. Tredegar House is a 17th century mansion house on the southern west edge of Newport, as I told you earlier. And for over 500 years it was the home of the Morgan family, later Lord Tredegar. One of the most powerful and influential families in the area, described as the grandest and the most exuberant country house in Monmouthshire. Well, thank you, Wikipedia. The earliest part of the building dates back to the 15th century, and the house was originally built of stone and had sufficient status to host Charles I between 1664 and 1672. I believe this is the pinery or the vinery, or vinery, whichever, I suppose. And a plaque here. So a little look, there we go. So this was built in 1791 for John Morgan. The pipes heated the building to keep the temperatures at a suitable level for growing exotic plants and some fruits. And Tredegar House was built at a cost of £360 and 8 shillings, which equates to around £34,000 in today's money. So it's not a great deal of money, really, is it? Wow. For such a large property. Okay, Otis, Sunny, come on then. Let's go into the next plaque. I'm guessing this must be the inner wall surrounding the house. Fantastic, and this must be the southern entrance. And here we are at the Cedar Gardens. Wow, 300-year-old cedar trees from Lebanon. Fantastic stuff. Historically, the garden was planted with a series of shrubbery and flower beds with the herbaceous borders maintained today, designed to impress. The family and their guests would have enjoyed the garden at their leisure, and it's still a place to relax for all seasons. Okay, Otis, okay, Sunny. Good boy, good girl. Come on, we'll take a left here. Well, this will lead us over to Sir Briggs. Sir Briggs was Godfrey Morgan's favourite horse, and in 1854 he was riding Sir Briggs whilst he was in charge of the Light Brigade. Absolutely fantastic. And here comes The oak tree, I love the way it overhangs the path here. Absolutely amazing. And the flower beds all around here are blooming gorgeous. Even more so on a nice sunny day. Absolutely fantastic. There we go. So we need to just go past the odd shaped tree, and then we'll turn right and we should see the monument for Sir Briggs. Here's the windy knotty tree, and I guess that's the monument in the centre of the grassland. This way. No, go this way, Otis, straight through. Good boy, good girl, Sonny. And here's the monument for Sir Briggs. And this leads us into the Orangery Garden, which is the smallest of the three gardens and gives an impression on how it would have looked more than 200 years ago. Absolutely fantastic. And the little orange trees here, absolutely brilliant. And the plaque here says that we don't know exactly what the garden looked like originally, but in 1990 Newport City Council undertook a geological survey to identify the remains of a formal parterre garden. Parterre garden is a formal geometric layout with sections of areas with gravel, mineral or grass. Today has been recreated using minerals with coal, slate and sand as a reinterpretation of the gardens. Absolutely fantastic. Here we are at the Orangery building. Original records tell us that the building was constructed in the early years of the 18th century, maybe around 1710, and the fashion of the Orangery buildings grew throughout the 1700s to the taste of citrus fruits and other exotic plants that was established from the 16th century onwards. Oranges in particular become sought after the 16th century fruit. Fantastic. Okay, Otis, yeah, we can go on in. I don't see any signs saying we can't. Keep going. So this would have been one of the fruit growing buildings, I guess. The Orangery. Now it looks like it's like a lecture theatre. Okay, right, we'll carry on through, and this will take us out towards the stables, I guess. Fantastic. There we go, down the steps, or down the ramp, I should say. There's an old fireplace there in the outhouse, and oh, we need to go right to the stables. Okay, Otis, this way. Good boy, good girl, Sonny. And I guess in Sir Briggs, he's just around the corner here. Come on, Otis, in we go. It's okay, in we go. It's a good boy. The riding harness. And there's Sir Briggs. Fantastic, there we go. Right, I'm not going to read all about Sir Briggs again because I've already talked about it. But if you want to pause, just pause this plaque and have a little read. Okay, Otis, Sonny? Come on. There's some more people who want to come in, so we'll head on out. This way. Good boy. Oh, wow. What a lovely morning it is. Trying to keep you in the shade as much as we can because it's very, very hot. Actually, in the sunshine. About 27 degrees today. It's absolutely ridiculous. Look at these gates. Absolutely beautiful. The wrought iron fence around. This must have been originally the main entrance, I guess, to Tredegar House itself. And what a fantastic building it is. Look at that entranceway. Oh, absolutely beautiful. And the lovely green lawns in front. What a majestic building indeed. And just think, if I was a girl and born a few years earlier, then I may have gone to school here. Because this was the St. Joseph's convent school for girls. Run by the Sisters of St. Joseph. And the Father Hill School amalgamated with the St. Joseph's convent school. And then it became St. Joseph's High School, which is where I went throughout the 80s. There we go. Okay, Otis, Sonny. Right, we can do a little bit of magic now because we can't get through the building. We're going to zoom over to the side. As if by magic. We're the other side of the gate here now. And this is what I always thought was the main entrance to Tredegar House. But this must have been the side entrance for visitors, I guess. Because this is where the horses would have come alongside, and the coaches and people dismounted and entered in. What a fantastic archway entrance that is, though. Absolutely beautiful building indeed. Well, the sun has gone behind the clouds, so it's a little bit cooler now. I think we'll take a little walk over and around the lake. First of all, I think we need to head over to the boathouse. And I got lots of stories from the boathouse from my school days here. Well, in St. Joseph's, which is just the other side of this wall. We used to come over and use the boathouse, keep our kayaks there, and kayak around the lake. Absolutely fantastic times. Wonderful memories. Okay, this way, guys. Wonderful. Another beautiful lake, and lots of memories kayaking around it. And another sign, keeping your dogs on the lead. Honest, we will. We'll try our best. Do our best. There we go, and here's the boathouse. In 1790s, Adam Mickey was commissioned to landscape the park, including a 725 metre lake fed from the River Ebro. So it's defined as a reservoir because it's a man-made lake created with a building of a dam. Anyway, in the 1930s, Evan Morgan enjoyed the lake in a different way, hosting boating parties and guests explore the lakes to gondolas. Hence the current boathouse was built in the 20th century. But the original one was built around about 1916. The sun has reappeared behind the clouds, so let's head off into the shades of the woods surrounding the lake. Oh, Otis, this reminds me of when you were 1 year old and we were walking along here, and you decided to go for a paddle in this little little breakwater here. Are you going to do the same? You are? Go on, you can do it. A little paddle, that'll cool you off a bit. You enjoying that, Sonny? Oh, Otis is going back for more. No, we're not going. You're not going out to the lake, Otis. You're staying here on the lead. As a good boy. Come on then. Let's go and have an adventure in the woods around the lake. Looks like there's a doggy off the lead. He's going for a swim. Is he chasing a ball or is he chasing the ducks? Hoping that's a ball. Okay. Right, you two. You're staying on your leads. Come on. This way. Good boy, good girl. Still plenty of signs. Please keep your dog on a lead. Well, I got so many memories around here. We used to do cross country through the woods and around the lake, and this bridge was never there. We used to have to jump over that stream. Glad I don't have to do that today. Oh wow, yeah, just so many great memories walking around the lake. Whether it be at dinner time, munching on a bag of wine gums, and just passing the time away. Wishing I didn't have to go back to biology or chemistry or whichever lesson I didn't like doing at the time. I loved electronics, loved science and, well, physics I should say. I didn't really like chemistry much. But hey ho, there we go. All good memories I suppose. Another set of good memories is scout camping. They used to have the annual scout camp here for the Newport district. And that was 79 to around about 1984 I guess that I was in scouts. Camping here once a year. I always build A-frames across the lower end of the lake, which is just down here on the subsidiary parts where the two parts of the River Ebbo sort of spread through the grounds. And nowadays you can go over a little bridge that they've built, which is just down here on the right. Okay Otis, you gonna lead the way over the bridge? The good boy. Yes, so instead of a wooden bridge we would have built an A-frame either side and a length of rope and shimmied across. Yeah, a lot easier though with a nice wooden bridge. And a sign saying please keep your dog on the lead. There we go. Okay Otis sonny, come on then. At least it's in the shade over here. Which brings me on to another memory of walking along this stretch. Yeah, in 1981 I believe it was, I had a CB radio handheld thingy, you know, walkie-talkie type job. And, oh well, before I say about that, look at that log there. That certainly would have been worth climbing across in scouts. There we go. Anyway, back to the story of the CB radio. So I'd be walking along here, trying out the CB radio, in my dinner time of course. And just beyond there you've got the statistics office. And also alongside that the patent office. Then there was another building called Inmos, which is a semiconductor factory, which built the very first transcomputer in the world. So they're very famous for that. Absolutely amazing stuff. Anyway, I was chatting on there, calling out to find if anybody could hear me. And a chap called Gandalf came back to me, and we had a great old conversation. A very interesting chap indeed. And he was chatting away to his wife. I couldn't hear his wife at the time, so I only had this handheld radio, and I think she was 4 or 5 miles away the other side of Newport, just over there behind the tree somewhere. That's where he was parked up, so I could hear him loud and clear. We'll see if we can cut through actually and see if any of the buildings are visible from this side. Nope, just a load of container units. Okay Otis, so yeah, that was the start of CB radio for me really, chatting away to Gandalf and his wife Christabel, which led on to other things. Later on in life I met up with her daughter called Choosy on the CB radio. Look at that beautiful view across the boathouse, and you can see Tredegar House in the background. Just a shame they don't allow dogs in there, and you shouldn't be in the water. Come on Otis, this way. Come on. Yeah, so Choosy was Vicky, and yeah, my partner of today. Absolutely fantastic us getting back together after so many years. And I certainly wouldn't become a dog lover without Vicky, because she brought along Sebastian. He was about 10 years old when he joined us. I still love that view across though. Oh man. The only sad thing is about this end of the lake is the reality. I was heading back to school because just round the corner was the gates which led back into the school grounds. Look at those ducklings there. Oh, brilliant stuff. Come on you two. Good boy, good girl. Leave the ducklings behind. Yeah, so it just meant we were heading back to school. Hello. A lonesome dog there. And the school was over there. And this was a gate leading down to the school grounds. Nowadays it's a housing estate, a post-residential housing estate I must say, but once upon a time that was my secondary school of St. Joseph's. And as I said earlier, Oh, fantastic memories. Even so much so, we have a reunion every now and then. And funny enough, tonight we're off out for a catch-up after 40 years away from school. What do you think of that, Sonny? What do you think of that, Otis? 40 years, huh? And our school was just behind there. Blooming amazing. Okay, let's walk on. And I think you two have deserved an ice cream. One thing they sell just around the corner are puppy ice creams. So we'll head over to the shop, which is on the grounds of Tredegar House, and fetch them. Now, this was a bunker back in the school days. We used to sit on top of there and get our photographs taken. Well, we've been walking around now for 48 minutes and lots of recording, so I need to edit this down to around sort of 20 minutes, I guess, so it's going to be fun. There's the workers heading over around the lake, do their work. They're chopping down some wood over the other side, making some clearing for a couple more walks. I think you two have deserved an ice cream or two, and I've certainly deserved a can of Coke, something cold anyway. So we're going to head over to this seat, I think, and by magic we'll pop over to the shop as well. There, over here, Otis, Sonny. There we go. Right. Should we do a little bit of magic? 1, 2, 3. And here we are at the shop that sell ice cream for puppy dogs. Great stuff. And also by magic, there we go. Tub of ice cream for Sonny. And a tub of ice cream for Otis. There you go. Do you want me to lift it up? Okay. You're a funny one, honestly. Yes, you are. Is that nice? You gonna let me put it on the floor? No? No? Is it too hot here? Perhaps we'll walk over the other side. Just wait there. I'll grab my can and the bits of rubbish. Come on then, you guys, follow me. It's a good boy, good girl. Go on, we'll walk over to the wall here in the shade. Right, ice cream for Sonny, ice cream for Otis. I'll have a drink of my Coke in a moment. Do you want me to empty it out? Okay, how about you, Sonny? Empty yours out as well? That's a good girl. There you go. Puppy dog ice cream. Go on, Otis, have some. It's a good boy. Okay, well, I'll have a drink of Coke and you eat your ice cream. Is that a deal? That's a good boy. Oh, just what I needed. There we go. Right then, you two, we're going to sign off for the day. Thank you for joining us. If you've enjoyed the video, please click a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you to all the new subscribers. We got over 396 subscribers now, which is phenomenal. Come on, now help us make it to the 400 and then on to the 500. Not that we're greedy, but there we go. Anyway, I'm going to say thank you for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, thumbs up, subscribe, and leave some comments. Love to hear from you. So till next time, it's a bye from me on this beautiful day here at Tredegar House on the grounds. Wow, beautiful. But bye from me, bye from Sonny, and a cheerio from Otis.